Today's horoscope and tarot from Astrocademy, Aquarius March 21, 2022. With today's transits, you're learning something important by observation, but you're also inclined to actively participate. You've recently begun an 18-month cycle that points you in the direction of your association with groups, friends, and networking. It's a time for discovering a need to connect with others, or be part of a group or the community. Cultivating true friendships can be rewarding now and until July 2023. Your relationships with others, as well as your relationship with yourself, will benefit. Today, relating seems to support your growth, and this feels right. You may very well stumble upon some information that supports the development of a friendship or a feeling of belonging. Someone's got the key to your heart. For instance, the moon continues to wander through your amorous fifth house of love, passion, pleasure, and self-expression, bringing emphasis and intuitive clarity to themes surrounding everything from your heart's desires to your romantic interests. With Luna sitting in an intuitive trine to dreamy Neptune in Pisces via your expansive ninth house of adventure, higher learning, and unknown territory, you could be fantasizing about your ideal romance. Keep in mind that the moon will also meet with powerhouse Pluto in your relationships sector, adding a layer of intensity to the mix. Commitments are on your mind. Mercury retrograde in Capricorn trines the North Node in Taurus, aligning your two sectors of socialization. As of now, Mercury retrograde is casting a shadow of doubt on your professional commitments and relationships. Any conversation about such could lead to redirection. After all, the North Node of fate and destiny aims to lead you to more valuable connections that could fulfill your professional aspirations. So, today's trine could leave you with food for thought as to who and what to commit to when you consider the value of your professional destiny. Mercury's departure from your financial sector yesterday has left you with a smart head for money, and as he retrograde back out, the gift of hindsight, but with a chance now to look to the future. Mercury will return next month, but for the first time since the solar spotlight moved onto your financial situation and money matters last week, there is a chance to look to where you are going rather than where you have been. In your private life, you feel like you're walking through a minefield. One false move and there will be an explosion. This will really put you to the test. Don't let others blame you for everything, sometimes they are at fault too. Remember to be open for other points of view when it comes to solving problems. Reconciling both is a difficult, but not impossible task. The slightest thing today is probably going to set you off. And you don't want to make the wrong move around you know who. Forget about wearing your emotions on your sleeve. Be stoic instead. If a lot of new things happen and not all appear positive at first, be prepared for subsequent surprises. Accepting disruption or changes in your love life, you approach matters in a self-assured and positive way, even if it does not follow your ideal plan. Allow for plenty of improvement and progress in your love life. The planetary position today prompts you to center your mind through physical activity. Yoga, stretching and running are all activities that require concentrated breathing, and this is recommended now. Balance is everything. Breathe in and breathe out. If your body is not on a regular schedule, your mind will find it more challenging to handle decision-making and emotional communication. Concentrate on eating at regular times and getting exercise at least 3 times a week. Take a look at your budget on this day. This day is all about money and the way it flows in and out of your life. Even if this is something you routinely stay on top of, it certainly won't hurt to have another look. If you find ways to improve your situation, then it will be worth the time you took. Further, this is a good day to ask about a raise if you feel that it is due to you. Your tarot reading for today. The Chariot, Death, and the Devil. The cards show you are waiting for the return of a loved one in your life. You need to know who it is to understand the lessons of this draw. This is a person who means a lot to you, but who, unfortunately, you see rarely. The cards show you have an unbreakable bond with them. When they are with you, they bring a lot of human warmth, joy, and happiness. However, their absences make you nostalgic, sometimes melancholy. The cards invite you to take a new direction in your life, to renew your personal projects, and allow yourself to set new goals. This is why you need to turn to the future more than ever, so you can take stock of your current situation. The cards represent a person who has reached the end of a cycle. Someone who has accomplished things of which they are proud, but who seems to look ahead with some uncertainty, and even apprehension. It represents the need to continually renew personal goals in order to avoid situations where you are defeated or blocked. Your draw suggests a turnaround in your life in April 2022. The return of this person who is so important to you could be a trigger that will open new doors on a personal level. In fact, you are in a transition period, the end of one cycle and the beginning of a new story. Day after day, you will have to make decisions and move forward in your life path in order to make this a happy and fulfilling transition for you. Our eyes in the sky. You might also feel like your money is restricted and you're unable to spend what you want due to financial constraints that are controlling and obstructing your life. Starting a savings plan will allow you to grow your finances into the future. It's time to put your pennies away for a rainy day, because that rainy day could come sooner than you think. It will also give you some cash so you can buy a few treats on a whim without worrying so much about the price. You might be ignoring your goals and spending more than you're saving. Try to stick to your budget, and don't let your emotions lure you into spending more than you have or maxing out your credit cards. Abortive energy from healing asteroid Chiron is with you this afternoon, encouraging you to put yourself first and step into a leadership role. Your communication skills and mental clarity could take a small hit, and the moon forms an unbalanced aspect to Mercury later in the afternoon. If you've been working hard all day, now would be a good time to take a break and indulge in a healthy snack. As evening falls, you'll likely be in the mood for adventure and socialization. If you can swing it, try to make some plans to meet your best pals for dinner, and be sure to try out a place you've never been to before. We might realize that despite planning and study, we are fundamentally off the mark in some area, which necessitates reviewing our habits or beliefs. Embarrassment can prompt us to hide from the issue, filling up our time with tasks or distracting ourselves with unhealthy vices. Life itself is a learning curve, so be gentle with yourself. Admitting that we don't know everything is important. If we had all the answers, there would be nothing left to discover, and life would quickly lose its luster. This auspicious transit encourages us to embrace risk-taking and keep an open mind and encountering new information, polarizing ideologies, or unusual beliefs. Trusting our intuition and following synchronistic breadcrumb trails increases the likelihood that we will collide with serendipity. This is an ideal influence to make investments or accept a travel or educational opportunity. We might take up new hobbies or adopt a spiritual or philanthropic practice that affords greater community engagement. New people who enter our lives now will revolutionize how we participate in life's cosmic game.